Hey Nintendo fans, it's TheJWittz here, and welcome to Nintendo News. Despite hosting a pair of plumbers on their roster, it seems Nintendo could not hold back all these Smash Bros. Leaks. Now I know a lot of you guys are super sensitive about getting information before it is officially revealed, so if you do not want to hear any Smash Bros. Leaks today, I recommend stopping this video as soon as I talk about Smash Bros. We're going to do some Pokemon stories, then we're going to move to Smash Bros, because those are the two big things where things happened for Nintendo this past week, so if you don't want to hear anything, just leave, just refuse to listen. But if you want to hear some Pokemon news, here it comes. The Pokemon World Championships came to a close over this past weekend in Washington, D.C., and it was an absolute blast to personally commentate the Masters Finals for the Pokemon trading card game. The finals were between Igor Costa, the 2012 World Champion, and newcomer Andrew Estrada. Andrew did emerge victorious in the Virizion Genesect Mirror match, but most people would argue that the real star of the show came in the video game, where Sejun Park of Korea won Masters using a Pachirisu on his team, further going to prove that no matter how small the Pokemon, they just might have some use in competitive play. It was a great time. They haven't announced where the next World Championships are, but as soon as we hear, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Have you ever thought to yourself that Pokemon needs more Slowpoke love? Have you also thought that Pokemon needs more reggae? Well, for all 5 of you, Pokemon of Japan posted this to their main YouTube page. What do you even say about this? It happened. It's certainly interesting. I put it on Nintendo News. I was like, hey, guys, I think you're gonna like this. When you see this video, you can watch the rest in the description. I just have no idea what to say about it. You've done it again, Japan. And speaking of Pokemon in Japan, they've announced that they're going to reveal a shocking new Pokemon project coming the 26th in Japan. This project has really no information behind it. It might not even be a video game. However, there's been tons of speculation of either a Pokemon fighting game, possibly Pokémon Fighters, or that Pikachu detective game with the really creepy facial technology that we've talked about in a previous Nintendo News video. As a huge lover of fighting games, would love to see Pokémon Fighters become real, but honestly, if Pokemon's working on a new project, it's probably a good thing. And speaking of fighting games, it is time for Smash Bros. News. Now, real briefly, there was some real official news that was slightly interesting. Not leaks yet. I'll let you know when they're coming, though. I'll tell you when to run. Actual things, go! Zero Suit Samus got an alternate costume based on her appearance with shorts at the end of most Metroid games. Ghirahim, unlike Hyrule Warriors, was not announced as a main character, but will appear as an assist trophy. And finally, Sakurai revealed that the game will have an extensive music playback section for all of its Nintendo remixes, and you can even listen to the tracks while having your 3DS closed, sort of like your own personal MP3 player. Alright, the leaks are coming. If you want to stay spoiler-free, get out. Otherwise, get in, put on your tinfoil hats, and let's examine these things. The biggest set of leaks, and the ones that I by far believe the most, are these videos which come from YouTube user IsThatTrue. Hey everybody, just taking a quick break to let you guys know, as I was making this video, Nintendo has begun taking down anybody that has posted this supposed leaked footage. Now, for one, I don't think Nintendo would be taking these videos down if they were fake leaks, so somebody probably messed up and actually legitimately leaked stuff. But to be safe, I'm not going to post any of the video. I'm not even going to post screenshots of what they had. I know it's really disappointing, you guys want to hear this news, but I also want to keep my videos up and actually make a living doing this, so to not make Nintendo angry, to not lose my stuff, I'm not going to show anything. Just use your imagination. I'm sure if you search the internet, you can find the actual concrete proof, but I feel like this does solidify the fact that these videos were in fact legit. Anyway, here's my thoughts on what we saw. These videos reveal 3 characters that have not been confirmed yet. First is Ganondorf, who will be returning and unfortunately still seems to sport that same Captain Falcon knockoff moveset. The second is Bowser Jr., who appears inside of the Koopa Clown car, kind of like MODOK from Marvel vs. Capcom, and upon close examination, it seems like he might possibly be a Diddy Kong clone. A lot of his moves seem to have a lot of the same effects. And finally is the much speculated character from Xenoblade Chronicles, Shulk, who also, on examination, seems to have some copycat moves from other sword-wielding characters, such as Link and Marth. I see a Dolphin Slash in there. What's going on with that? Is it possible that this video is not in fact true, and it's just an extensive mod that someone made to make it look like Super Smash Bros. 4, and also painted over some old characters with movesets as new characters? It's possible, but highly improbable. It's the same art styles I've seen from the 3DS game, it's the same mechanics that we've seen so far, and another thing that leads me to believe that this could be true is just the format of the video. In the corner, you see the initials ESRB, which is the ratings board committee that rates video games. It's what gives you the E's, T's, and M's. They actually don't typically play the video games that they rate. In fact, they get video footage from the company that created the game, and they evaluate it based on that video footage. Also posted to the internet today were a bunch of images on Imager, mostly of trophy information, and confirmation that Wario would be in the game if these images are true. At first I was kind of weirded out because a lot of these images appear sort of perverted. You've got just a bunch of scantily clad female trophies, people like Tharja, Tiki, Candy Kong, Crystal, but thinking if this is still video that was officially sent over to the ESRB, if they have to rate the game on content, perhaps some of the most risque trophies needed to be sent for them to evaluate that content. Dark Pit was also shown as a character within these screenshots, another thing that I can't completely refute as being too unbelievable. After all, if you look at the original Kid Icarus trailer that revealed Palutena, Dark Pit is there, talking with her at the end. It seems sort of like a mini hint. You wouldn't be in there just for fun. Thought maybe it'd just be a costume color change, but if he's a separate character with slight changes, something like the Falcos or Dr. Marios of the world, well, then I'm all for it. Smash Bros. For 3DS actually releases in Japan very soon. They're August 12th, probably be closer to the 13th over in the States, and in preparation of this, I actually have a capture-capable Japanese 3DS that will be playing and streaming the new Super Smash Bros. 3DS game right at launch. For those of you guys who are just too curious, need to see some gameplay, and need to see all the game's functions before it comes out over in the US or over in Europe. I'll be streaming that live on twitch.tv/TheJWittz. I've actually been streaming there for a while, and while I haven't made a formal commercial or announcement letting you guys know what's going on there, you'll be sure to hear more about Twitch soon, but I thought I'd let you Nintendo news followers know before everybody else. I'll be streaming the game, giving you guys all the info for this Smash Bros. Game in Japan before it's out everywhere else. So if you can't contain the hype just like I can, you can head over there, join the party, and if you have a Japanese 3DS of your own, maybe we'll play some games. That's all I've got for this Nintendo news. As always, you can click this big ol' red button here in the corner to subscribe to my channel, get alerts right when my new videos are coming out. I might be here a little bit sooner than my usual Nintendo news videos because there is more news coming. That Pokemon game is right around the corner. There might be more leaks. Who knows? I might be gone over this weekend, video-wise, because I will be at PAX Prime over in Seattle, so if you're going over to the convention, I will see you there. If not, I'll be sure to bring back some video, because Nintendo will have an official presence, so who knows? There should be a lot of Nintendo news, the hype is very real, and I'll see you guys next time with the next Nintendo video.